Oh wait, no, shit, I own 3 lamps. That doesn't roll off the tongue.
Tree lamps.
I used to have a 4th, but it broke. So I threw it away. Anyways, I'm at American_Josh on Twitter. And I play Connor Caldwin.
And I am Boko, and I am playing Adva Lusitania.
There's no I.
There is.
There
Only
is,
the
there
I.
is, there is, but not in the place it would be for it to be pronounced that way.
Tanya.
Oh
It's
boy.
the silent and invisible I.
I hate you. Anyway, yeah,
It's silent
we're
while you're pronouncing it.
yeah, exactly.
No, there should be like an enye in there.
And yeah.
The Spanish letter.
The Spanish letter is not in.
Anyway,
Put a
last
tilde in the
last week, our heroes met with the headmistress of Maplebrook University. Learned some more stuff about the history of the town. Adva learned a little bit about her holy powers. West entrusted her with his sister's journal to look over and try to see if she could find any hints as to her whereabouts.
And
You mean
was
Gabriel.
also there.
And Connor was also there. Then after that, they. After that,
I
the
just really like that part.
Babe, I think you just implied that Connor gave Adva his journal.
no.
I mean, the West gave Adva. His
West
journal.
gave the
No.
head.
It's a-
Boy,
West
recapping
gave
is
the
hard, huh?
West gave the Mr. It wasn't that hard until you started fucking nitpicking everything I started saying.
Wait, West like the direction?
yeah.
Fucking okay. After that, they all split
I'm
up to
being
go to
quiet like a
individual
good boy.
classes. Adva and Connor came out of a class and met up with Chris Bevins, a guy who said his friend had gone missing and was putting up missing posters for him. Meanwhile, West ran into Jacob, the person who went missing that Chris was putting up posters for, and for some reason decided to follow him out into the woods, where he led him to a lake, and West at that point sensed hostile intent and booked. West called Adva, who used her newfound teleporting powers to bring herself and Connor to where West was. Unfortunately, it goofed a little bit, so Adva ended up in a tree directly over Jacob's position, and Connor ended up near West. And as we were leaving last time, the cloud cover has gotten extremely thick. It is fairly dark, and you hear the rumble of thunder in the background. It has not started to rain yet, but you suspect it will soon, as I believe
So
Connor
Zeus wants to fight.
And West started taking off in the direction of Jacob's shouts, given that that's really the only direction that they have in this scenario. And that's where we left off. So, Connor and
Zeus
West,
wants to fight me. He can come down here like a man.
Connor, do you use your extreme speed to try to get to where Jacob is?
Of course.
So
Leaving
West,
me in
you
the dust, I see.
yeah, exactly. So West, as you see Connor just like book off at a speed that you would guess is supernatural, because it is.
Because it is.
Yeah,
We're talking advanced. We're talking past Usain Bolt, or whoever the
Oh.
fastest person is.
he loses
Oh,
you pretty quick. He loses you pretty quickly. So yeah, you are now just going in that direction also, but at a much slower rate. Jacob, as the thunder strikes, actually looks up, like at the sky, and I'm gonna need you to make an act under pressure roll to stay hidden, if that is what you choose to do, Adva.
Okay, that is tough. or
Cool.
sharp?
That's cool.
Cool.
I'm
It's
cool.
always been cool.
I'm
Cool of the
cool.
time.
Where is this? Hold on. My window where I have all of my documents is hidden. There it is.
I think that's a partial success.
It's a no.
Nine,
yeah,
is-
seven.
n- 7 and 9 is a mixed success. So let me open up
Yeah.
that document because that's the one I forgot to open. Oop. Let's see. On the Hunter's one. So act under pressure on a 7 to 9 is going to give you a worse outcome, hard choice, or price to pay. So, I would say you.
You only missed the recap, Fancy. We just started.
Yeah, we literally just started. It's still showing connecting to chat on my window, so I don't actually I guess I can't see the chat. Oh, maybe if I refresh it, it'll connect.
There's a refresh button.
Yeah, I refreshed it. Okay, we're good. Sorry about that. I'm gonna say your hard choice is you can either stay up in this tree and he will know exactly where you are, or you can take your chances trying to drop out of the tree and like behind the tree at a point where where Jacob will not notice you, but you're probably going to take some damage from that as you fall.
I'm gonna have to do the drop.
Okay, so as he like looks up to the sky, you manage to sneak around the like backside of the tree, but you lose your grip a little bit and fall to the ground, taking 1 harm as you hit hard, and your legs are minorly damaged.
Okay,
Hello,
so
Queen
how
Trade.
much harm? Was that 1 harm?
Yeah, you take 1 harm.
Okay, that's not bad.
Do
Thank you.
not mind me, friends. I am interacting with chat.
No problem. So as you do that, Jacob does not notice you, and you actually hear him like curse under his breath as the storm starts to pick up. And he's like, I don't remember what voice I gave him. I guess we'll just try something. Come on, West, we gotta get going. The storm is gonna be really bad unless we get to the lake. Which doesn't make a lot of sense when you think about it. But yeah, so that happens. Connor and West, you were able to use this to like ping the direction where they are, where Jacob is and where you don't know Adva is. Connor, you get there much sooner. So I'm gonna let Adva take another action if she wants to. That drop that you were gonna try to do to he's still under where that set of branches that I told you about last week that you could probably drop on him to trap him. He's still like under that if you wanted to try to do that. Otherwise, if you want to try to stay hidden, that's your call.
I think he's like, because like this is the guy we're looking for, right?
Yes, this is the missing guy.
I think I've got enough like sus levels are high enough for me to do something, so I think I'm gonna try to drop the thing on him.
Okay. How are you going to do that?
Okay, so like you said, there's a thing right above him.
Yeah, there's some like tangled branches that are like look like they came off a higher part of the tree and are just kind of hanging on, and you could probably trap him underneath those if you wanted.
Okay. And let's see. I'm trying to think.
So
of
if you can
something
find
that would-
if you can find some way to do that, and you would still get +1 forward because that was from a previous roll.
Okay.
Find the plot and push it forward.
What?
You can do it, Adva. I believe in you.
You use that? No,
Launch your spear at West.
no, that was what I was thinking. Is I could throw the trident, but
I'm not even
But
there
you
yet.
but then you would not have it.
I also do not have a weapon if I miss.
Right. But that's probably your best chance, unless you want to try to like find a nearby rock or something. But like the spear is probably your best chance.
I guess I'll just go with the spear. What is that?
I'm gonna say you are going to act under pressure.
Which is
Cool.
Cool, and you get a +1
plus
ongoing from your previous roll. That's a 10. Okay. On a 10 plus, you do what you set out to do. So you throw this you throw your trident with you summon your trident quietly, and throw it with perfect accuracy, taking out the branch that was supporting these branches. Jacob looks up just in time to see the tangled branches dropping down on him, and it's not like terribly heavy, but it's enough to take him off his feet and to the ground, and he is now trapped beneath these branches on the ground. Connor, this is the exact moment that you walk up, seeing Adva, or sprint up in a Naruto style, really.
of course. Connor does Naruto.
I don't know if you actually Naruto run. That was just me.
No one gets to make that decision but me.
That's true.
Does Connor Naruto?
Does Connor
run,
Naruto run?
No.
Okay. So you One Punch Man jog up to the part of the woods that they're at, just in time to see Adva throw her spear. It cuts through a branch, dropping on top of this guy who you don't get a really clear look at. But kind of based on context clues, you can probably figure out is Jacob Barclay, the person who went missing. So yeah, you've just rolled up to the scene. The spear actually, the trident lands like wedges itself into the ground like a couple feet away from you. So you could like grab it and give it back if you wanted.
Okay. 2 things
Mm-hmm.
I want to know is initial thing. How trapped is he?
He could probably struggle his way out of it, but it would take him a second.
Okay. I don't remember what the other thing was.
Cool. So
Just one thing, really.
So yeah, Connor, this is the scene you've strolled up on.
Okay. Can I just roll up and punch him in the face?
Yo.
Yeah. Are you going with the intent to kill him or the intent to knock him the fuck out?
To knock his bitch ass out.
Okay. I'm gonna
Using
say this.
holy strength.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this is not a kick some ass roll because he's trapped and you just do it. He is out.
Nice.
Mazel tov.
His nose is bleeding a lot, but he is out. That threat has been removed. And
Does Connor say Mazel Tov after he does this?
Yes.
Solid.
you're not there. So yeah,
I know.
you have heard the West. Actually, you've heard the calls stop, and all three of you at the same time hear another clap of thunder, and then hear rustling as it does begin to rain.
Is there a way to whisper people through Roll20?
Yes. Why? I think it's just
Oh,
slash
do it.
W and their name.
These
Only
are
the stream
space.
will see it if you send it to Ninja.
Yeah, is that what you're trying to do?
I'm trying to DM Ninja.
Okay. I mean, you could just do it on Discord too if you really need to.
Oh yeah.
Discord would probably be better so the stream doesn't get spoiled on something.
Yeah. Oh, that's West or Connor. I see what you're trying to do, and that's probably a good point.
Yeah. What do you think?
I will. Okay, so Adva, what are you doing after this happens?
First thing I want to do is to reclaim my trident.
You've done it. You did it.
Cool.
It has happened.
You have it again.
Cool and good. I guess I'm gonna examine him.
Okay. I guess that would be an investigate a mystery. And
Okay.
while you are
Hey,
doing
Mark.
this, Connor, I would like you to roll act under pressure for reasons that you know.
Oh.
9. I don't remember what the rule is for 7 to 9 with your thing. Let me check.
Hey Molokai, you missed the recap. We trapped under some branches.
I guess it's still just.
I guess it would still just be the act under pressure rules. So let me check that. Keeper would give you a worse outcome, hard choice, or price to pay. I'm going to say your price to pay is that you were able to do it, but you're going to take a -1 ongoing until the next time you can get a fix.
Okay.
Just because you are distracted by this. So you rolled investigate a mystery, right? And rolled a... Did you roll investigate a mystery, or did I just say that?
For me?
Yes. You said you were investigating.
Which one it was. I assumed I asked you which one you didn't tell me. Sharp, I guess.
Sharp.
Do I get a +1 to that, or is that done?
I think that is over with.
Okay.
Because, like, you found the guy, and that was the... Whoop. Okay.
That's a 1 and a 2. I know nothing.
Ripperino.
But you get to mark an experience.
So you mark
do
one
get to mark an
experience,
experience.
and I get to take a hard move. As you roll over to him, he's still unconscious, but you begin to hear some groaning noise coming from the direction of where I guess neither of you know where the lake is. And as you're going over to investigate him, you notice just too late as a couple of very dead people come out of the woods. Coming right towards you, and one of them does take a swing at you and manages to like catch you in the arm, and you take 1 more harm as you're able to back away from him. Right about now is when West rolls up, probably extremely out of breath. West, as you walk over, you see Connor standing over Jacob, who is knocked out and lying beneath some branches. You see Adva contending with like 2 or 3 zombie-looking motherfuckers who have just like stumbled out of the bushes in that direction.
Okay. I look at Connor. You good?
Yeah.
Well, then I'm gonna help Adva.
Okay.
I whip out a weapon
Okay. Which
Hang on.
weapon would you like to whip out?
I forgot. Silver sword.
Okay.
Shing.
All right. So
just
West,
appears in my
a silver sword forms out of the energy stored in Connor's or in West's ring. And what would you like to do with that sword?
Even I've been jogging this long, I might as well just charge on in there and try to stab the one closest to Adva, since she seems like
No, the unconscious
that
tree
just
man
hit
is the
properly.
real threat. Let her handle the zombies.
You
yeah,
know,
for sure.
that's not a terrible idea considering West is the actual person.
What?
Yeah. So yeah, West, you charge in there. You're gonna kick some ass on these dudes.
I'm gonna go for the one that just hit her. Yeah.
Okay. Do it.
Does
Uh,
Matsuri have any funny items like the filter of love or the cursed belt of gender changing?
Uh,
I'm
I don't know.
probably the system doesn't have a lot of rules for stuff like that, but I can just make up whatever the fuck I want essentially. So yeah, kick some ass, bud. Unless you can think of a reason this is not kick some ass.
I'm assuming that's toughness.
Yes, it's plus tough.
Okay,
Unless you have a
thank
thing
you.
that makes it
Do
not.
you guys know that he gave us those playbooks?
Yeah,
that
you can
just-
like look them up.
Yeah,
wait,
I'm
I should probably
if-
check
pulling
them
them
out.
up
Like,
as
If
I
you in
speak.
fact go into your character sheet, I'm pretty sure it says
Breath of the Wild.
7. So on a 7+, you and whatever you're fighting inflict harm on each other. The amount of harm is based on the established dangers in the game. That usually means you inflict the harm rating of your weapon, and your enemy inflicts their attack's harm rating on you. So what is the harm rating of your silver weapon, and what tags does
2.
it has also?
2-hand messy, silver.
Okay. Let me check something real quick because I don't remember if silver affects these things. I don't think it does. Yeah. So, you take a swing at this thing, and you actually take off one of its arms with the swing. So, as that happens, you deal 2 harm to it, and it swings back at you, also for 1 harm, as it like catches you in the shoulder with like a clawed hand. So you have disarmed one of them. Who would like to go next?
Quite literally, I have.
Josh, do you want to go or should I?
I can go.
Okay. Because I had 2 actions, so I thought I might give you one chance to con.
Connor.
Hang on. One follow-up question.
Okay. We're doing secret things, which are I'm asking for pun potential. You took off the left one.
He's all right.
Okay.
God damn it.
I'm gonna sprint at the one that West attacked,
Okay.
but I'm gonna stop within close range.
Okay.
and
You're
shoot
right
it
up
with
in
my
him.
gun that I
Oh.
summon.
Okay. Alright, so Connor summons a gun. You blast him. Kick some ass, my dude.
Cause -1.
Yes. That's still an 11, so you do it. So you hit him, and you get to pick 1 extra effect, which is you gain the advantage, take +1 forward, or give +1 forward to another hunter. You inflict terrible harm, +1 harm. You suffer less harm, -1 harm, or you force them where you want them.
Well, I assume these guys don't have hand range instead of close, so
Uh,
I'm gonna inflict terrible harm.
Yeah, actually, as you do that, it tries to take a swing at you right as you walk up to it. But you
Well,
you blast it right in the
beyond hand range.
yeah it tries to like lunge towards you, and you blast it right in the fucking dome, and it is down. There are still 2 other ones. So what do you do? Well, what does Adva do? You've kind of taken your action.
So,
Yeah.
I'm going to assume I still have my trident out, correct?
Yeah, you were holding it when
Okay.
when this thing went down.
So, I'm gonna go and try to impale one in the chest and lift it up.
Okay, radical, do it.
Also,
Kick some
I'm
ass.
gonna remind you.
Mhm.
I'm gonna remind you that my body and all divine weapons always count as weakness against monsters.
Okay, so they always deal extra harm. So,
Okay.
Is that what that does?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got Smite last week. Not the game. I've had that for years.
Yeah, she picked up a divine ability that makes her weapon automatically good against any monsters. It always counts as a weakness.
Also makes my body do that, so Josh, don't touch me.
Okay, I don't think... I think it's, like, harming intent is what you have to do, but alright. Also, are you gonna pop your shield spell thing? For the extra armor?
I'm gonna hold off for now.
I thought,
Okay.
because I thought when I looked it up, the weakness just meant, like, it could actually kill the main monster.
I thought it did extra damage, but I guess we can check.
We'll find out anyway. Tough.
I mean, some monsters are just, like, immune to things that can't... Okay, well... on a 12 plus, instead pick an enhanced effect. You completely hold the advantage. All hunters involved in the fight get +1 forward. You suffer no harm at all. Your attack inflicts double the normal harm. Your attack drives the enemy away in a rout.
I'm gonna give all of us +1 forward.
Okay, so all of you have +1 to your rolls for the rest of this encounter. And how much harm does it do?
3 harm.
Okay.
3.
You impale this thing through the chest, and as you lift it up, the legs kind of fall off of it, and it seems like if it's still active at all, the threat has been removed from it.
Okay.
So that's 2 down. West, your move.
All right. I'm gonna... Can I whip out my blessed knife as well and then spin to win on the last one?
I guess so.
The silver sword and a blessed knife?
Yeah, if you want to do that, I would count that as 2 separate rolls, just so you know.
Okay. Let's see how this goes.
That gives you twice as much opportunity to fail. So yeah, go ahead and kick some ass.
Alright. Let's do this.
Well.
Oof. Oof. Oof.
Okay. So on a 7 plus, you and whatever you're fighting inflict harm on each other. So I'll do that one first. As you
don't forget to mark experience.
Yeah, so mark experience. Do that.
Because I will forget.
That is the most critically.
Yeah,
you failed yet.
Yeah, boy, bud. Hey, bud. Hey, bud. That's real. Oof, that's bad.
Are you okay?
Are you okay?
Clearly not. Okay, so yeah, as you do that, you do tear into the last one with your silver sword. It's for, what is it, 2 harm?
2 harm, yep.
Yep, so 2 harm, and as you're, like, spinning around, as you turn your back to it, this thing takes a, this thing throws a punch that knocks you off your fucking feet. You drop both weapons, which I guess just kind of phase into... Well, no, because I said that bullets technically, like, take up the energy, so yeah, they both drop out of your hands, and you take, 2 harm as you go, like, flying, as this thing punches you with its super strength.
Yikes. So once I cross the spider, I'm officially dying, right?
You are, very injured, basically, is what it counts as.
So am I unstable if I've reached the spider?
I think it's past that point you were unstable, so you're doing, like, real bad right now.
Hey, guys. I'm stable.
Bleeding fairly heavily, and you are also, like, on the ground.
Fuck. Ow.
Yeah. So, with that...
That would have looked so cool.
Josh, I know what you're gonna say. Leave it for now. So yeah, that has happened. The third zombie motherfucker is still there. Connor and Adva, you've just watched West get his ass so kicked. What do you do?
It would have looked cool.
Well, he did try to spin in combat, like he was in a video game.
It partially worked. I hurt him.
You would have done that with a normal attack.
Yeah, but I could have done it twice.
Don't you have minus to tough?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how he rolled a 1 in a 2-dice system.
Yeah, I meant to pick up a perk that would have made my tough rolls sharp instead, or something like that, but I went for the other one instead. A different one. Anyway, life is hard when you're bleeding.
Yeah. So yeah, the 2 of you, there's still a zombie left. Yeah. That was 2 harm you dealt to it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you want to do, gang?
Can I use magic and heal myself?
You don't know how to do that.
Yeah, you goddamn right I don't.
Okay, so what is the situation right now? Just one zombie left?
Yeah.
So, can I do a story beat? Or, like, find out
You can do
about
whatever the fuck you
ability?
want.
Yeah, what do you want? What are you trying to do?
I would like to accidentally use Cast Out Evil.
Oh, okay. Sure. So as you see, like, West get knocked back, what is this is a thing you have to roll for, right?
Yeah. You may banish a evil natural creature from your presence. Roll plus tough on plus 10 is banished 79. It takes a while for the banishing to affect the creature. It's time to make one or two actions. Either way, the banished creature is unharmed. You have no control over where it goes.
Okay.
The miss is being kept here.
Okay.
Okay, so go for it.
Yeah, if you want, you can do whatever you want.
Okay. And I have a +1 forward,
Right.
which is making this a +3. So
Jesus. Oh yeah, you did it.
I
You
went over
you hold out your hand as you step into basically the space where West just was. You hold out your hand, and a triangular shape appears in your palm and begins spinning like a magic circle, creating a shape there. As a space on the ground underneath this creature starts making the same shape, and then it is just gone. And you know you did not kill it, but it is not here anymore.
She blinks. Huh.
So yeah, as the rainfall starts to come down a little bit harder, West is injured. Jacob is on the ground, unconscious. The two of you have been injured a little bit. So if you were going to
I'm
do,
good.
I guess, if you were going to do something to get out of here, now would probably be the time.
Can I gather my weapons and my dignity?
Yeah, I mean you can just kind of dismiss
can only
them
choose
freely.
You can only choose one Swiss.
Oh, okay. I just missed
weapons
that.
or your
The
dignity.
threat is
Yeah, so
gone.
the light that forms these weapons, like the hard light kind of material that they're made of to transform them into weapons, just kind of is slurped back into your ring.
Cool.
So West is walking with a fairly heavy limp as the rest of you,
And I clutch my shoulder where I got struck there.
yeah. You
I
may
crack
freely
a Jorts
dismiss your
moon.
dignity. Yeah, you can crack your Jorts moon real quick, and that will relieve you of the effects of this shit real quick. So
Delicious.
Connor busts
I know.
busts out a little what appears to be like a fucking Capri Sun package, which you've seen him drink these, and quickly has a sip.
Then I'm gonna go walk over and hoist up Jacob from
Okay.
under the branch.
Yeah, you
sling him over my shoulder.
Yep, you did that. He's still out.
With,
Things are beginning to get damp.
So, with how damaged I am, it wouldn't. Let me see here. I'm reading use magic. One of the effects, if I win the roll,
Right.
is like heal 1 harm from an injury, yada yada yada. Like, how would I?
That's
No,
not. It's not a thing that you know how to do. So I would almost say you would have to roll like big magic for it and hope, because it's not something you know how to do.
Right. Okay.
If you wanted to go
I didn't
home and
know
like,
how instinctively that kind of thing came. Probably not at all.
I let you use it for a trap thing before, but because you were holding the blessed knife, but you have absolutely no idea
Right.
how to heal injuries.
Yeah, you damn right. Just be like Connor. No, I'm just-
Jacob's only bleeding from the face.
I guess like.
So yeah.
Is there any way for us to find out if we fixed him?
You don't know. He's unconscious.
Should we take him to the shed? The hunt shed.
Yeah. I feel like
don't
that
want to
would
take
be
him
best.
back to people.
That would be best. And also, I would like to, sit for a minute.
Okay.
'Cause I'm,
All right. So are the three of you going to start making your way like back out of the woods?
Yeah.
All right, I would say, given a little bit of time and kind of the urgency, you're sort of in a rush, but you happen to luckily stumble upon the hiking trail, which you are able to take back to Revelry Lane. The John at the gate, like as you're rolling up behind him, he's like, "Whoa there, sports! What have you been doing back there? Ain't nobody supposed to be able to get past me into this here place." "Oh, who's that? Who's the guy on your shoulder?"
West flashes a bloody permission slip.
he takes a look.
My
He
computer
takes.
crashed, so.
Oh, I see. Well, rip. I was wondering why you weren't doing anything. Yeah, so the three
Poor
base.
quality American Josh here.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Josh from behind a walkie-talkie. So
I know where I am. I'm calling into my ham radio.
This is part of the rules for vampires is that they have to bounce their location through at least 5 different other locations before they can talk to you.
yeah, it's really weird.
They're-
Anyway, yeah, you
it's
flash
a lot
this.
of money.
You flash this permission slip. He can't read it because like as the rain is still coming down. He's holding an umbrella, so I guess like if you want to roll up and do that underneath there, that's a little bit better.
That's yeah.
He looks over and is like, "Oh, okay, I don't know. You guys are some kind of big shots or something, but you know what? It ain't my job to ask questions. It's my job to keep people out of Revelry Lane. So as long as you're coming out, I don't got no problems. And you can take this here slip back. Here you go." And he just like tucks it into your shirt pocket, or just into your vest, I guess. All right.
I look down at it awkwardly and I move on.
All right. Have a good day. So yeah, you're basically
you're
you're by the
stuff.
student dorms. The shed is a little bit further up the hill, like closer to the campus. So you're gonna have to make that trek, I guess, if you want to do that. Which
Well, yeah.
yeah,
That's what I'm gonna do.
yeah. So you guys make the trek back up to the hill. Jacob is still not woken up. As you step into the shed, you see Nigel enjoying like a sandwich at his desk or something. He's like, "Whoa, what the fuck happened to you guys?"
Well, from my perspective, Adva got a call on her cell phone. Suddenly we got teleported into the woods. This guy was trying to attack West, I say flopping him onto the ground. And then zombies attacked us.
Whoa, boy, that's
One of them just disappeared. So Nigel, I have no idea what the fuck is happening.
damn. That's a lot to take in. Sounds like I was about to go out there actually and look for you guys because I hadn't seen you around campus. I thought maybe you might have gone in on your own, which you're the team. You can do what you want, but I thought I'd check on you after this here meal. This is unimportant. He shuts the door behind the three of you and turns off the light and moves the broom and the staircase happens. So yeah, as you all getteth down the stairs.
Oh, is Jacob wearing a hoodie?
He's wearing a Maplebrook University
Letterman's jacket?
Letterman's jacket. Yeah,
I drag him by the cuff of the jacket.
I see. You drag this man down the stairs.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So you're all in the meeting room now. Nigel's like, "Can I get you guys anything?" West, you look pretty beat up. Are you good?
Kinda, not really.
I see.
Got anything for
He
this?
tried to spin against a zombie and got absolutely clocked.
Listen, I've seen it in video games.
Yeah. See,
thought
that's your
maybe-
problem. You can't turn your back on an enemy that's actively attacking you. That's less than you know what? I should have told you about that one. That's my bad. That one's on me.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a
Nigel,
lot we
he-
don't know about combat.
Nigel, he may need pointers considering he's the you of this party.
You know what? That's a good point. Well, that's something we're going to have to talk about. Not a lot of time to train right now because I have a little bit of bad news. Seems like I think I figured out what we're dealing with here. And it's going to start getting stronger, especially in the rain. It's going to get a little bit more bold. So, here. There's a first aid kit on the table. We kind of just left it out last time you were here. A little rude, I'm not going to lie. I'm gonna go check out the library. I'm gonna go check out the library really quick and see if I can do the thing. Let's find the information that we're looking for. Okay.
You got like rope?
Oh yeah, there's some rope. He points at the armory, and there's some stuff in there.
Sweet. I drag him over there.
We put him in a full suit of armor and he can't fucking move.
What, isn't this guy on the wrestling team? He might be able to move.
That's true. He is on the wrestling team. All right. So as you do that, he goes into the library and starts like pouring through books, trying to find the exact creature that he suspects you are dealing with. And yeah, what do the rest of you do?
I patch myself up as best as I can.
Okay. I'm gonna just say you do it, so you can heal 1 harm.
Thanks.
I would
Cool.
also like to heal myself because I got banged up a little bit.
Yeah, because you did do your armor thing. So yeah, you take 1 harm, or
How
you
about we
can.
all heal each other and heal 1 extra harm each?
That's not how that works. I will say you can all heal 1 harm
Okay.
as you like take a rest here. So as he kind of
on 2 band-aids.
drags you all over to the, or he doesn't drag you. He summons you all over to the table as he picks out this book and like slaps it down on the table, points it towards you guys, and kind of invites you all over to the main like war room table.
I sit.
Okay.
Have I bound this fool? Do I need to
Have
do
you?
something for that?
No, you can just do it. He's
That's what was my
unconscious.
intention.
He's unconscious. So yeah, you do it.
I was gonna tie him up because I don't know if he's gonna wake up and be aggressive.
He's bound. Yeah, so
And
he's bound.
The fewer times I have to knock him out, the better for him in the long run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Jacob is bound, and you just kind of like laid him on the ground next to the table, I guess.
How many chairs are there? I kind of feel bad.
There's several couches.
He's on
there's
the ground.
there's couches on 3 sides of this table, and like a big
can I-
chair at the far end.
I'm gonna put him on a couch.
Okay, Adva puts him on a couch.
Can we hog tie him?
Yeah. I assumed that was
Okay.
what Connor
He's
did.
hog tied on the couch.
Yeah, that's kind of what I said.
Okay.
As Wes sitting, he's just like kind of hiding behind his hair. As
Okay.
best he can.
Fair. Okay. So, what I think we got here. So, why don't you guys start by telling me kind of what happened just now with your whole thing? Like, start from the beginning.
I would also like to know.
I assume Wes speaks.
So,
I
Wes,
assume
you
we
got kind of the
sides
most
of the
fucked.
story.
Wes, you got kind of the most fucked. So, if you would like to start out.
Yeah. Okay.
I have a hunch, but I would like
So-
to confirm some stuff. So, if whatever you guys can give me will help.
So, I was walking and I ran into him. I point at Jacob. And he wanted to show me something in the woods, which, that's not a normal thing to really show just anybody.
Wait.
But-
So did you follow him into the woods?
Well, I did.
Yeah, that
Connor
hey
gets up and
hey
walks away from the table for a second.
that was kind of a fool thing for you to do, but I bet you at least got some information out of it, which I hope was what you were going for.
Yeah, I was suspicious, so I wanted to see where it led, and he kept on wanting to show me something that was in the lake.
The lake. That's the. Would you like to make up a name for this lake? Somebody who lives in this town, because I didn't really have one.
Pale Moon Lake.
Sure.
Oh,
I'm gonna write that
is that
down.
a type of alcohol?
I don't know.
Yes.
Don't worry about it.
I think it is. All right. Yeah. So that.
Yeah, that one.
I actually did have a name for it, but I'm gonna change to something else.
Yeah.
Cool. Done that.
Okay.
A lake, you say? So, I was about to say, like a body of water. I know what a lake is. We all know what a lake is. So he led you to a lake, and then what?
I noticed. Let's see. I noticed there was something moving in there, and
Mhm.
I can only assume that the zombies we later fought That may have been them.
That's not a bad assumption, I think. All right, how about the rest of you? What kind of happened from your angle? Were you not with him during this?
No.
You got my side of the story. I got nothing.
We
I
walked
popped
out
my
of
feet
class.
up on the table.
We walked out of class. There's a guy putting up missing posters for that. Mike makes a head motion at the guy that's been hogtied on the couch. We talked to him about it. He said he was missing and probably last seen over in the area that's been closed off. Then she gestures at West, called me, said he was being chased, and I grabbed Connor and we started running towards the area, and then I was in a tree.
You were just like suddenly in a tree?
Yeah, Connor was gone.
Did you do that?
Well, I didn't do it.
It's possible it was me.
Weird. You got some wacky powers.
That's what the principal said.
Oh, so you were able to speak with, what was her name? Diane, I think? Yes, you were able to speak with Diane earlier.
I'm not going to call her Gabby in character.
That's her last name,
Yeah, we
first
spoke
of all.
Oh,
Yeah.
we back.
Okay, cool.
Hey.
Nice. I'm glad you got out of the toaster.
Well, we'll see. Now, it did crash last time I tried to run 2 things at once, so.
Don't do that.
Also, in the in our main Discord chat, I snipped earlier the thing about weaknesses.
Okay.
Which means I can kill anything.
Yeah, you can
Yep.
just straight up kill the monster is what it means. We don't have to, like,
kill Connor.
track... Yeah, yeah. You don't have to, like, track down, like, the specific weakness that they
Well,
have.
I've just
that-
said-
I mean, that's still probably helpful if the other two of you want to be able to do anything to it.
Yeah. The rest of you can soften it up while I go and impale everything.
Right, but that's basically what the weakness does. So it is a big deal, but it doesn't, like, do, like, extra damage.
Okay.
Right.
It's important
Cool,
for
cool.
the story.
All right. So, based on what I've heard, the lake was kind of the most important kicker there, but also the thrall that it seemed to have over this young man here, and the sort of zombie-like creatures that we've seen. I believe what we're dealing with here is a siren. And he slides the book forward to you and starts saying some things about Siren. So it's kind of... You guys probably have heard about sirens before in, like, stories and stuff. They're the kind of, like, usually, like, water-based creatures that lure sailors to their deaths with their beautiful songs. And based on what we've heard so far, I think that matches up as well. The siren has a song who anybody begins to hear it begins to walk towards the creature, and anybody that she lures to their demise becomes a thrall underneath her. This one has a little bit of a weird power though, because it sounds like for her to exert influence over somebody, most of the time she has to kill them first. But it seems like Jacob here or this guy who you haven't told me his name yet, I think, was sort of won over without having to be killed. Sort of like maybe she was using him to try to lure more people to the lake to amass more power for herself. The book unfortunately doesn't say much about weaknesses. Stuff like this, typically like silver or magic, tend to work on it. Sirens also... It says here that they tend to be incorporeal, and that only by shining some sort of like firelight, or maybe like a torchlight or something like that, or I don't know, maybe a flashlight. I would have to go try it. On it would allow it to be hit by physical things as well. And that's sort of all the information that we have. The thralls, they're kind of just like chump change. They're unfortunately already dead, so we can't do anything about like saving them here. But if we find any more people like Jacob who have just been, I guess, brainwashed to work for it, is the kind of the vibe I get from it, we should be able to save them. So I'm glad you didn't kill this young man. He's, I think, should be fine. Either once we kill the creature, or maybe even just when he wakes up. And as that happens, actually, he begins to stir a little bit, and he sounds real rough. He goes like, "Ugh, what the fuck happened? Jesus Christ." And he opens his eyes and kind of like looks around the room and is like, "Where the fuck am I? Was on the walking path. Where did Chris go?"
Sup, Jacob? How's it going?
Who the hell is Chris?
Chris Bevins.
That Wes just ignores him.
I think
Okay.
that's the poster guy.
What happened? Who are you guys?
Concerned parties.
Why am I talked? What's going on here?
Nigel, how do you want to handle this? Should I knock him out again?
I mean, you can, I guess. We should probably.
Yeah,
How much do you remember, young man? I know we're asking you a lot here, but bear with us. We kind of have all the power in this scenario, so you know. And Jacob's like, I remember I was walking with Chris, and it feels like it just happened. Like, I was walking with Chris, and as we were coming along the path, I thought I heard something, so I took off my headphones, and then it's like, I remember some pain, and then I woke up here. In wherever the fuck we are. Hey, let me go.
I think we should let him go.
Well, I mean, not right now.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
What do you
He
mean?
was clearly
We-
not in his right mind.
Yeah, so you just want him to, like, be let out into the world like this? That seems
No,
like the
I
worst
think-
thing we should do.
I think we should let him go from his binds as a show of faith, and then we can talk.
I think he can talk without being untied. His mouth seems to be working fine.
I would very much like to be untied, please.
I know what you would like, Jacob, but unfortunately you don't get an opinion right now.
Alright, fair enough, I guess. And then Nigel's just kind of looking over you guys like, listen, y'all are the hunters now. I don't want to tell you how to do your job, so you figure this shit out. I'm going to give Diane a call real quick. And he steps out of the room and pulls out his cell phone and starts walking up the stairs into the like main cabin area. So yeah, you're just 3 people and a tied up also person laying on a couch now.
Less of a person. You see, he's in wrestling.
I see.
Well, I've decided to hedge my bets on my computer not crashing again by opening Twitch chat on my phone.
Ah.
Because apparently having Discord, Roll20, and one Twitch chat was like the Lenovo. It was like, oh boy.
Oh, excuse
Not
me,
today.
Saucy in here now.
It took like 20 minutes to start back up.
Jesus.
I don't think you were in walkie mode for 20 minutes.
Okay, like 15.
It was a little
Yeah,
bit.
maybe.
So yeah, what are you gonna do? You've got a man.
I think I've
Scaramouche.
made my stance.
So what's your plan,
Clear.
Connor?
Well, they told us about amnestics. We leave him here, we deal with the thing, and then we get him back on his merry way after.
Are you suggesting we leave him tied up here until we deal with the thing?
Yes. I
That's
thought that was clear.
ridiculous.
Is it?
What if somebody finds him here?
Who's gonna
I
find
want you to ask me that question again, but slower, remembering where we are.
You have to remember that he's missing, and he's seen us now.
Yeah? Which is why I don't want to let him go right now.
But if we don't let him go now, things will only get worse when we do.
What? No. What? West. Walk. Let's walk through this. We let him go. And what? Ask him not to go running to the police and saying that there's 3 random people describing us perfectly that had him hostage?
We don't have him hostage.
It feels a little bit like you have me hostage.
Yeah. Even if he like leaves being our chum, he's gonna tell people this scenario, which is, you know, not single
Hey, listen.
with what we're doing now.
I'm going to get up and grab both of them by the collar of their shirts and drag them into the weapon room.
Okay.
I
Because you're tired of having this conversation directly in front of him?
yes, you're giving him all the ideas.
Like, alright, I'll just be here, I guess.
So anyway,
So yeah, you
I
close
dragged
you close the door to the armory behind you, and then this
which I
happens.
assume
So
is
you're here now.
heavier. It's like one, you are giving him all the ideas right now, and two, I'm fairly certain Nigel's told us that there's a way to erase people's memories. So
Yeah, the
you don't have to
amnestic.
worry
That's what
about
I
it.
just said.
Then why do
So
we
we-
have to wait until the siren is dead?
I mean, if we can give it to him now, that's great. But I don't want him to like leave here, boom, enthralled by the siren again. I don't know how it works. I don't know if there's a lingering psychic connection between the two.
Nobody
saying-
does.
Yeah, so why would we take that chance when we could just leave him here? He's not gonna remember being uncomfortable for a bit because he won't remember it.
We're keeping a human here.
Listen,
And it's for everyone's safety. That outweighs one dude who gets to hang out in a fairly cozy basement. Maybe Nigel will share a sandwich with him. I don't know.
Well, then what are you going to tell his friend?
Nothing! Because we are not part of this to the outside world. West, the most important thing is we do not let people know what is happening here.
Wes kind of hangs his head and just throws his arms up. You know.
And does the Thriller dance. No.
With the night.
I don't agree with this, but clearly that makes one of us.
go upstairs.
So,
Ask Nigel if he has chloroform.
Look, if you want to try to amnestics him first, we can try that, I guess.
I should point out that you have no idea how that process works.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm saying we definitely don't let him go. Like, until we're very sure that he can just sort of show back up to the school and be like, I don't know what happened. And then the story will check out, and everyone will eventually forget about that little oddity that he disappeared and came back.
okay.
All right.
I just
Alright.
don't want to keep him here longer than we have to.
Well, neither do I, which is why we should go take care of the siren as fast as possible.
I feel like we're wholly underprepared for that.
Speaking of holy, yo, why did that one guy just disappear?
Yeah?
Did you
Well-
do that?
Well, you
What?
saw triangles, so you can maybe take a guess.
Adva, did you do that? How many things can you do? This is like 6.
I don't know. I don't know as much as you
Alright. Let's go ask Nigel about...
Well, what, do you know where it went?
do. No. It's
Oh.
still alive though.
Oh. Okay. Cool.
All right, so you all
Alive
march.
was in sarcastic quotation marks.
You all roll back into the armory, I guess, if you're good.
Out of, yes.
Or roll back. You roll back into the main room, and Jacob is like,
Transform and roll out.
yeah, exactly. And Jacob is now on the floor next to the couch, and it doesn't seem like he's made any progress as to like leaving. And he's like,
See, this is what I'm saying.
"Oh, hey guys, I was okay. So I was trying to leave, but to be fair, I think in
Yeah,
this,
no.
I think in the situation I am in, you would also try to leave."
You know what? You're right, Jacob. You're right. We can't fault you for that. Can't fault you for trying.
So if you guys, so you what? You guys aren't gonna like kill me or whatever, right?
Oh,
No.
Lord, no.
No.
Okay,
Not right
that
now.
that is comforting.
Don't
so
say that.
so hey, what? That's a little less comforting. Hey, what the fuck is going on though?
You know, the less you know, the better, really. So you're just gonna have to bear with that.
I would like you to roll to
Anyway.
I would like you to roll to manipulate someone, because
Oh.
that may or may not be good enough.
Uh-oh.
It's okay,
Whisper
guys.
slash
My
W.
charm is -2.
8. On a 7 to 9, they'll
What
do
the
it.
hell?
Partial success.
On a 7 to
rolled
9,
a
they'll
10.
do it, but only if you do something for them right now to show that you mean it. If you ask too much, they'll tell you what, if anything, it would take for them to do it.
Oh boy, I know what he's
So-
gonna ask.
So he's gonna be like, "No, hey, what the no, how long has it been? Where am I?"
I don't know the first one. The second one is you're on school grounds.
Do you remember? Did what's his name?
Jazz,
How-
Chris.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
one.
Chris told you he's been missing for like 2 or 3 days.
2 or 3 days.
On school
Oh, wait,
ground.
wait a second. I took a picture of that missing poster thing.
Oh yeah, you did. You did do that.
I'm gonna show him that.
So as
Right.
he looks for that, and then he's like, Chris was looking for me. God, it's been like 3 days. Jesus. Okay.
Found you,
So what
like 30
happened?
minutes ago.
You in the woods?
That's what we.
We found you
I'm
in the
gonna-
woods unconscious.
I'm gonna lie to his face and say we don't know.
All right.
I like it.
Uh,
I don't say I like it out loud.
is
by the way.
that?
Yeah,
I'm
That'll
trying
probably
to.
be
I'm trying to think
manipulate.
if that's a rule. I feel like it's either manipulate or maybe act under pressure, because like I don't know what else would be this.
I would think that was just pure manipulate, right?
I would say manipulate. Yeah, sure. So go ahead and roll
which
for
is
plus charm.
charm.
13. On a 12 plus, not only do they do what you want right now, they also become your ally for the rest of the mystery, or if you do enough for them, permanently. So he's like, okay,
Oh, wow.
as he like tries to reach for the phone but can't because his hands are bound to his side. He's like, okay, I trust you guys. I won't try to leave. Whatever is going on, I've clearly been out of it for a little bit, and I don't want that. I don't want people to worry about me anymore. So just promise me that whatever's happening, everything's fine.
No, everything
and you-
will be fine.
And you guys aren't going to keep me here forever, right?
Right.
And that's not
No.
ideal.
We're trying to get you out of here as soon as possible. Like
Okay.
a fast food restaurant.
He kind of like chuckles at that. He's like, okay, all right. Can you I will stay here. Can you untie me, please?
West looks at Connor.
Connor looks at Adva.
Alpha looks at Donkey.
Okay.
I look at one of the stuffed donkeys on the wall.
Fine, I'll untie him.
Okay.
All right, as you untie him, he kind of like stretches out for a little bit, and he's like, okay, hey, thank you guys. I'm Jacob, by the way. You seem to already know that, but Jacob Barclay. And he holds out a hand for a handshake, just kind of in the general direction of the three of you.
Like via basketball.
I'll shake his hand. I'm
Okay.
Connor.
Hey,
I'm
I'm...
West. My hand has blood all over it. So
Oh, man,
Why
you
did
look...
wash that off.
You look rough. Are you
Yeah,
okay?
he fell into some thickets or something. I don't know.
He kind of quirks an eyebrow, and it looks like he doesn't believe that, but he's willing to just be like, whatever. All right, so just then, Nigel comes down the stairs and he's like, all right, so I talked to the headmistress. She seems to think it's best that he kind of chill down here, if that's okay with you guys, until the situation is solved. Nigel, like, as he comes back into the room, quickly, like, nonchalantly picks that book back up off the table that was open to the Siren page and starts walking back towards the library. And he's like, okay, so what's the plan? You guys just gonna let him chill down here until things have blown over?
We seem to have reached an understanding. I think he will do what we say.
Yeah, I realized suddenly that my voice is very similar to yours. Oh, hey, you're the groundskeeper, Nigel. Yeah, that's me. Old Nigel Groundsman.
fucking god.
Nigel Groundsman. Oh,
That's
that
not-
his actual last name?
No, it's Nigel Flintmore. But
Damn it.
yeah, I'm Nigel. That's me. It's me, your boy. Would you like some snacks or something? I can cook something up in the little kitchenette here if you want. And Jacob's like, oh yeah, sure. I'll hey, actually, just show me where the ingredients are. I make a killer French toast. And he so they both walk over to the kitchen, and it seems like that situation is settled for now. and he turns back to you guys and kind of like gives you a nod towards one of the other rooms. Like, if you need to talk about stuff, he wants you to like go in there and see if you can figure out a battle plan.
Does he still have the Siren book, or can I take it with us?
He set it down on
Put
a
it
he
back.
set it down on like a side table next to the library.
Okay, is the library its own separate room?
Yes, with a door.
Yeah, it's a haven.
Alright. Well then let's I'll grab the book and head in there.
All right, so the three of you roll into the library, and
This is our first time in there too, right?
I think so. Yeah,
Mystical library.
yeah, it's a library filled with books about
All
magic and the
libraries
arcane and
are
stuff like
mystical.
this, and stuff like that. It's very nice looking. It's not terribly big. It's like maybe the size of like this is not a good comparison, but like probably about as big as like
My apartment.
yeah.
In spite of how beat up and exhausted he is, West actually like perks up at this.
Rules at the sight of books.
Yeah, it's not like a full-sized library because it's part of an underground complex, but it's fairly large. There's like
Right.
2 reading tables basically, and some comfortable looking furniture, some chandeliers hanging overhead, and the stacks of books go pretty much from floor to ceiling. The ceiling's only about like 9-10 feet up, but it's not, it's a library.
While West is nerding out, I'm gonna text my sister that I'm probably gonna be late again.
She sends you back a thumbs up emoji.
Okay, I'm gonna put my phone in my pocket. Is there some sort of table or chairs in the library, or is it just shelves?
Yeah, there's reading tables. There's a couple reading tables with some chairs like laid out around them.
Okay, I'm gonna set down the book open to the Siren page on the table and pull up a chair.
All right, so this is something that's kind of important to the Monster of the Week thing. I don't know how you're going to handle the final encounter, basically. That's up to you to try to set yourself up in the most advantageous position possible.
Interesting.
So you're pretty sure where it hangs out is the lake. You know a couple of its weaknesses. You know that it is incorporeal, but light makes it corporeal. And you know what it can do. You know it has the Siren song, and you know that it can create thralls. And you don't know how many thralls it currently has.
All right, everyone. Game plan.
So that was just me kind of laying out the facts that you know so far.
Yo, is there scrap paper hanging around?
Sure.
I mean, does West not have a notepad with him? This seems like something he would have.
I do dig into my thing and I pull up.
Sure.
All right, you note taker, West?
I can be.
Mazel tov.
I think Connor just says.
So, yeah.
One thing I know I'm able to do, because I did it to one of the zombies in our first encounter, was you've seen Yu-Gi-Oh, right? Like, with
You
the-
can just hey Wes, no, hey Swissy. I'm gonna drop the pretext of making up brands. We can just use the regular ones. we can keep Pouchymon Run because I think it's funny, but for the rest of it, we're just gonna make them up. We're just gonna use the regular
Yu-Gi-Oh
ones.
is unacceptable.
I really didn't like that. My body, my stomach churned actively.
So I know I can do that, like, Swords of Revealing Light thing, you know, like from Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, with the catapult terrorist Castle of Dark Illusion I have.
So I imagine that would help in terms of the light making it corporeal thing. Or, you know.
Okay, do we want to start by listing off what we know about the monster or what we know about us? I feel like we should list us first and see what our strengths are or
Go for it.
weaknesses, because I still don't really have an idea of what you guys can do.
Sure.
So let's go with let's just do a little share circle. I will go first. As you may have noticed, I am fast and strong, and really those are my two main qualities. I have the ability to regenerate, gun that I summon, and I can also probably bite a dude if we need to.
Horrifying.
Yeah, well, vampire.
That's fair. You know what? I don't
So
know what
I will
expect.
say I am potentially not ready to do anything immediately, as I am undersupplied on Jort's moons.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would also say
Wes
based
is written all
on
this down.
based on what you do know so far, this is probably not the best night to do it because it is literally a dark and stormy night.
Well, I'm gonna like inject this, even though it's unrelated. If we're going to fight it, we should probably start in the morning. If we know that it's make tutorial by light, as the day gets lighter, it would be better than doing it later in the afternoon where the day will only get darker.
That's a good idea.
It's also advisable that we get some of those earmuffs that Nigel gave us the first time.
Great.
That too.
But back to sharing circle.
Right. Sorry.
All right, so that's me. Who wants to go next?
What are your weaknesses?
Well, I assume most of what she can do, based on the fact that it works on monsters. Technically, your weapons, heck, my gun.
We have
So-
seen this for certain.
I also don't entirely remember if the vampires have established weaknesses in this world.
I don't remember either. I can look it up for you real quick.
It's like a well done steak is a weakness.
What?
It's gotta be. Listen, if you're eating a steak well done, you're a criminal. It has to be rare.
Are you saying
I
are
feel
you
like
saying
my
this
temper is
in
with it.
character?
No.
Then why are you saying it?
Jesus Christ.
What the heck is a Yu-Gi-Oh! Says Mulligan. I don't know. One of them Japanese animus. Back in my day, card games were played on with
Cars.
dice
Motorcycles.
on motorcycles. Dungeon Dice Monster 5Ds.
All right.
I don't believe I have listed any specific vampire weaknesses, although probably like silver is the main one.
Okay, so follow-up is, do I still have those as a damp fear? Or am I like Blade and badass?
Fucking don't ask me so many questions, Josh. Especially because I know what a damn fear is. I've never seen Blade. So,
Oh. Alright. I'm going to, they're weak to Hamon.
exactly.
If you JoJo on me, I'll probably die. Other than that, I'm just gonna say that I don't know if I have any like specific weaknesses. Like I can eat like garlic bread and shit. I don't like it per se. It makes my throat scratchy. But you know, I don't like obliterate into a pile of dust or anything.
Okay.
So why do you want to know how to kill me?
I don't, Connor. I just want to make sure if we're swinging weapons out there, that I'm not swinging anywhere near you if it's potentially.
Well, yeah,
you know,
I
lethal.
assume both of you guys could fuck me up right good, and we've
Right.
seen that my gun will do nothing. I will do my best to not bite either of you, I suppose, if that's what we're all concerned about.
I mean, you did say going into this strengths and weaknesses, so you really walked into it yourself.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's go with you then, West. Weakness: frail human body.
I don't see how that's okay.
Which one of us got punched across a forest?
I did.
Yeah, strengths to balance that out.
I don't like the way you're approaching this subject.
Well, I don't like the fact that you're like, hey, Connor, what are you susceptible to?
Death.
It's a legitimate question.
All right, okay, all right. Reel it back in. What do you know what you can do entirely yet?
There's a lot that I don't know right now. What I know that I can tell you is, hang on,
Well, I've seen a knife and I've seen a sword,
I'm looking at it.
so you already have twice the weapons of the rest of us.
Yeah, so the sword thing was kind of spontaneous earlier, but apparently I have that. The knife, I knew I had. It feels like there's something else, but I'm not 100% sure yet. And this is
I also have
really
no
only
idea what the fuck it does.
Right.
Was this third one like the bag or something?
It's Juju bag, which what the fuck does that even mean? I tried to look it up in the book and it says nothing. Nothing useful.
I'll probably find a tome about it or something, and we'll go on our way. I'll write something about it.
It's just a bag of like the candy juju beads.
I'll write something up between sessions and see if it's approved by you.
Sure.
Well, I hope your third weapon is a ranged one because you need to start staying outside of the reach of some of these zombies.
I'm kind of seeing that now. I'm a little. I'll be real. I got a little overzealous. My strengths lie in the strategic end of thing, not necessarily in the end of carrying out such strategies.
Yeah.
That being said, and this is really only important in the investigative part of things, but this might sound weird, but I know when people are lying.
Come again?
I know when people are lying.
Like in general?
I don't necessarily know what the lie is, but if you lie to me, I know it.
Wait a second. Are you a Danganronpa protagonist?
Are you asking that in character?
No.
Then stop saying it.
Like this is
Stop
Connor's trying
asking
to
the
figure this
question
one
of
out.
West if you're not saying it in character, Boko.
This one's weirding Connor out. All right. Okay. Cool.
Like I said, not very helpful in combat, but
Well, all right. So how about this one then? I'll say I'm not trying to say I doubt you, but
Are you lying?
I would like to run a quick test.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna say 2 sentences. You tell me which one's a lie. I have a younger sister. I have a younger brother.
You know, you can tell the brother one's a lie.
yeah.
Or you can tell he
can't do that.
lied after the brother one.
You lied about one of those.
Yeah. Do I need to like space them out more? Cause I can do that. I have a sister.
I mean,
Pause. I have a brother.
Yeah, now that's a fucking lie. Is that a lie? I hope that's a lie.
Yes, it was a lie. I mean, I guess
Otherwise, you tricked me.
I don't know why you're asking me.
Okay, well, that's weird, but helpful. You're just a person, right? You're just like, do people just lie?
What can
Like
I say?
Sherlock Holmes? What's going on here?
I guess I just have a
Robert
suspicious
Downey
mind.
Jr. as Sherlock Holmes?
I guess I just have a suspicious mind.
Fuck you.
That's the name of the ability.
I know. I know what it is.
Okay, well, I guess you're just good at reading facial tics or something.
You can say
Anyways,
that.
is that it? Do you know if you can do anything more like that Swords of Revealing Light?
I don't, but
What
now
have you
that
read
we're-
some of these nerd books in here?
hey, you respect them.
I can respect them and disrespect them at the same time.
I don't say that out loud. That would be super fucking nerdy.
Yeah, it would.
I'm gonna assume that that's what his facial features said though.
Right?
Like for a split instant.
I huff for a second. I'm just like, you know how you huff?
You know.
And I nod. I planned on doing that. My roommate is kind of, you've met him.
Rad is incredible. I'll have you know.
So I think I might stay here tonight and.
That guy is the only person I've seen that's as good on a real skateboard as he is with a tech deck.
Yeah. So I think I might pool over some of these grimoires tonight and see what I can get from them.
Okay, try to learn a healing spell.
Yeah.
Not for me so much per se.
Yeah,
but-
you don't really need it, do you?
Well, sometimes the regeneration thing backfires. but
Oh.
we'll come to that if we come to that.
Interesting. Okay.
I don't know exactly what goes on. You know, I've got the whole mixed species thing going on, so sometimes it just, yeah. Anyways,
And by the way, this is a non sequitur, but sorry for getting so aggressive than that. You know, in the living quarters earlier. I didn't really talk about it after we talked with the headmistress, but I kind of have some strong feelings about missing persons, and it, you know, I lost my temper.
okay. That's fine. You made a valid point, and you agreed with what we decided at the end, so that's good.
Yeah, just wanted to apologize forthright.
Yeah. As long as you keep what we're doing here in mind.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
'Cause I think we all need to be able to depend on each other to some extent if we're gonna go, you know, try to not die when we kill this siren.
Yeah, that would be a good thing.
Because I don't know about y'all, but I don't want to die per se.
Me either, not yet.
Anyways, on that cheery note, Adva.
Um,
So far you've teleported me into a forest. You've made a dude just like not exist or something, or he's not there anymore.
Still alive.
You have like weird triangle armor
Mm-hmm.
and a trident. Is that everything?
Yeah.
Okay. Well then.
I flick around the paperclip on my necklace.
Can you actually summon that real quick?
Sure. She summons that real quick.
Shling!
Re-
It's there.
Just a quick thought experiment. What happens if I just like touch it, the trident, like not on the point or anything, but just like grab the handle? Does it? Do I feel anything?
Oh.
Do I react to it in any way?
I still don't handle
hmm.
with him. It's a holy weapon.
Does it just feel like a normal weapon? I don't know. Connor's just spitballing.
I was thinking
If
like
it
doing,
feels-
like, be a little warm, like
If-
Bernie.
Yeah, it feels
Like a
like
rocket
it doesn't hurt
reaction
you
to
just to touch, but you imagine this thing could fuck you up.
Yeah, I don't. I say this while
It
holding
makes
the weapon.
it
and I
makes
let
you
go of the
it
weapon.
makes you uncomfortable to hold.
I'm gonna let go of the weapon and like wipe my hand like on my pants.
I slide it back into the paperclip.
Yeah.
Which is
so,
a whack sentence, I'm gonna say.
Yeah, a little bit.
So, well, it's because it's a binder clip,
Yeah, whatever.
which makes the sentence perfect. Okay, so, my monster senses tell me, yeah, that thing's a. I don't like that. I did not like touching that, which is probably good, because the other things will not like that touching them. I don't know what that means per se, but hopefully that means it can mess up the siren. He says, continuing to like try to like get the feeling out of his hand.
Do holy
Is he, like,
powers
flapping his
necessarily
hands
relate
around?
to light powers?
Can you make light? Do you know?
I don't think so. The headmistress said it was holy, not light, which I assume is different.
Well, I mean, we could just straight up try to. All right, so
You could just like
You
bring
got all this-
flashlights.
yeah, we're getting there. I say to
take
I-
my cell
This
phone and
this
turn
is
on
just
the
this is
flashlight.
just like a thing I'm gonna give to me to you also. You can like use allies for this as well. So like Nigel was a tool at your disposal if you want him to do something, and technically so is Jacob.
Because of the charm? Yeah.
because Adva charmed him real good. He's willing to help you out on this one if you need him.
I smell bait. I don't say that in character because of West's strong feelings, but you know, I smell bait.
Okay, so West, you got all that down?
Yeah.
far?
Holy powers, Trident could really, you know, murder you.
Right. Strong swimmer.
Strong swimmer. Yep. Got. I missed that part. Got it now.
Yeah. I
Very
hope
good.
it doesn't
That could be important if we're going into a lake or by a lake.
I don't
Near a
know
lake?
if getting in that water is the best.
What did the
idea.
lake
no.
look like?
a lake.
I
It
described the
looked,
lake to him.
it looked like a lake. It's about
West side of the lake.
I would say it's not
There's
like
an
it's
island.
not like a crazy deep. I don't know, Josh. You know more about shit than I do. How deep are lakes? I want to say like at its deepest, it's probably about maybe 15, 20 feet, but I don't know if that's crazy deep for a lake.
15,
really
20 is it's got a little shallow, honestly.
Yeah, it's
8
not
to
a-
10 feet.
8 to
Really?
10 feet
Really?
is
According
how
to
deep
pond.
most lakes are.
Huh. I guess there are lots of smaller lakes, and not a lot of.
Yeah, it's
Think of,
it's.
like Lake
big
Michigan,
lakes.
which is like.
Yeah,
a
so I
billion.
guess
I
like
mean,
around
you
20
can
feet
see
works.
clear across to the other side of it, but it is large enough that there's like a small island in the middle with a bridge, like a stone bridge leading to it, and there's a single pine tree and a bench on that island. As long as some other or as well as some other like shrubbery and stuff. That is what West saw when he was there.
described that.
That was what West saw when he was there.
It's as though he brushed his knee against the sun.
Sorry, I was reading chat. Okay. Interesting. All right. So, I guess next step. I guess our next two steps would be probably action plan and then like materials needed for said action plan.
Yeah.
Okay. What the hell is our action plan?
Well, the bit of the action plan we have is get there early so it gets brighter instead of darker.
Okay, so get to the lake in a morning, preferably sooner rather than later, because of the thrall thing.
Yeah,
Right.
Well,
like
hopefully
that is something
campus-
you know that like reading the book, like the longer it's alive, the more people it's going to be
The
able to
worse
bring
it
into its
gets.
thrall.
Yeah, and we can't rely on John from Campus PD to keep everyone off Revelry Trail.
Right.
Also,
Lame.
that trail eventually leaks to behind my house, and so I don't like that.
The danger is immediate.
Yeah, so the sooner that we can pick a morning, the better.
I see.
I guess it sounds like the main things we have to contend, main objectives. Let's break this down. Let's do objective-based strategy. I'm in project management, don't worry. Objective 1, primary objective, is to kill the Siren.
Right.
Minor objectives to complete that are expose it to light, get past the thralls, and then hit it with something that it is weak to, that it'll actually damage it. Which I have a good suspicion about Adva's trident, and I think Nigel said silver it probably works.
It
Does
is
one of-
silver.
Okay. What about your stuff, West? Do you know if it's silver?
I have a holy weapon and
Your sword is specifically
You know-
silver. It's a silver sword.
right, and I also have a holy blessed knife.
Right.
So that's what I was about to say.
Okay.
But
So now's probably a good time to confirm with the book
Yep.
if it says anything about the weaknesses of the Siren.
It is what I told you.
Okay, so it's silver and what was the other one?
The ones that the book mentions were, let me double check my list here. Silver and magical weapons. And light also makes the monster corporeal.
I'm gonna pop my head out the library door real quick and be like, "Hey, Nigel."
Nigel's like chilling on a couch while it looks like Jacob's still like in the kitchen doing stuff, or in the kitchenette doing stuff. And he's like, "Oh yeah, what?
Does my gun count as magic?
No, it's a gun."
Yeah. All right, worth a shot. Carry on.
Cool.
hey, did you say something about a gun?
I pop back in the library.
Okay.
Okay, so what I'm getting is I'm doing dick all to the Siren.
You can deal with
Unless-
the thralls.
Yeah, that was gonna be my follow-up point. Is if we're aligning core competencies with our objectives, probably best to have me try to deal with the dudes that I can just shoot and bite, and also it's theoretically will hit me, but I hopefully can handle it.
If that's the case, then I can work supplementarily with Adva to try and take down the Siren.
I think our best bet is to have multiple people trying to get rid of the Siren, because I would imagine if that goes, then the thralls would not have anything to listen to.
That
Right.
feels right. Does the book say anything?
It does not.
Well, that sucks.
It just mentions that the thralls are something it has,
Okay,
which
so
is something you have
then-
personally witnessed.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
All right, so then if we're talking about materials, Wes brought up earmuffs, which I would agree.
Yeah.
Or I guess even technically earbuds connected to our playlists on phones. Just anything so that we can't hear it singing.
There's one problem with
Maybe
that.
something non-obvious so they don't catch on to that if they are that.
I want to raise a point. If we can't hear it, we won't be able to hear each other either.
Right, that's why we're gonna need to have this. We're gonna need a plan, like, as in, if we say that I'm dealing with thralls and you guys are dealing with the Siren, we have to try our damnedest to make that so. Because if I go under, I will not be able to get your guys' help.
Right.
Yeah.
You do have access to an armory that has some tools, if you wanted to think about that also.
Shit.
Shit.
All right. And then light
Could there
sources.
possibly be? Sorry. On the subject of communication. This is more to myself than anything, I guess. I wonder if there's a tome in here that can, like, you've heard of telepathy.
Who?
You know what?
Nah, I'm just shitting with you. Some of the vampires do that.
Really?
Yeah. You heard that before? Some of my distant cousins can like turn into bats and shit. A lot of
That's-
weird stuff. I think one of my great aunts can become mist. I don't know.
That's
I don't
absolutely
get-
crazy,
Yeah, well, I mean,
but I've seen
I don't-
weirder shit. Since
I don't meet everyone that often. There's like a family reunion every so often. You
so,
know, Dracula's there,
So it might be possible
just
that
casually dumping in vampire lore.
if that's a magic, I make air quotes, that exists in your bloodline, perhaps there's something that's been recreated in the tomes here that could help us.
Yeah, there's probably some nerd vampires somewhere along the way.
Yeah. So I'll look into that and see if there's, any telepathy magic that exists in this here world.
As
that
I
exists,
quickly look into
certainly
that.
exists.
Okay.
The nice thing
and
about
then
you
I
guys
would-
just kind of talking is that as long as I'm paying attention, I can also look up stuff.
Yeah.
So then I would say, we definitely want to make sure. Oh, I just thought of something. Headlamps.
Yeah. Then we wouldn't have to worry about a flashlight getting knocked out of our hands.
Yeah, and we
That's
can have
fair.
our hands free. Even I could wear one then, just on the off chance.
Yeah. That is a good idea. Words are hard.
I mean, we can see what Nigel happens to have off hand, but we can also like, just hit up the store. Do you want to say that is there like a hardware store / sort of Walmart-y type thing?
I don't think Maplebrook is big enough to have like a big department store, but there's probably there's local shops and stuff that you could. There's like
Never mind, there's an Ace Hardware.
There's a True Value.
there's a True Value in town.
There's a Dollar General.
Oh, that's very Minnesota.
There is
Wisconsin.
there is both a Dollar General and a True Value in town.
Nice.
All right, yeah, the True Value should have headlamps.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, I can buy those.
Dollar Generals.
Good, because I'm absolutely broke.
Yeah,
For the
Yeah.
most part. I mean, broke enough to. It's probably more convenient for you, being
Yeah.
wealthy.
Do you know that he's wealthy?
Well, yeah, no one knows that I'm wealthy. I've not.
Okay,
I've
in
not
that case,
proved-
I don't say that. I'm good.
Connor's trying to
I
make
thought
it straight
I
'cause he
thought
doesn't
Connor
want
has been
people to
I
know
thought
he's
Connor has been pretty explicit about not telling people that.
Okay. Well, Wes
Correct.
kind of flashes his flip phone. He's like, I'm definitely not buying them.
Yeah, I mean, they're probably only like $15 each, so I think I can handle it.
Jesus.
Is that true? I don't know how much headlamps cost.
That's probably true, yeah. Wes says Jesus. I don't say Jesus. I have seen headlamps in my store.
As the stream can see,
$15
as
for
the
a
stream-
3-pack.
yeah, that's
Holy
what I
shit.
just saw. Holy fuck!
It's
The stream
baller,
literally can
and they're
see me right
waterproof.
now looking these up.
Oh, Steven's streaming this time. I thought it was Swissy for some reason.
Oh, no.
No, I have it on my end.
Is there a Walmart?
There is not a Walmart.
Yeah. So I think headlamps are a great idea.
It's only $15. What a steal!
Don't forget batteries for the headlamps, just in case, people have tested them on the shelf. You know how people are.
Yeah, grab the ones in the back for sure.
Yeah.
So how do we want to handle the earmuff thing? Should I try to look for those too, like earmuffs, or do we want to do like foam roll up in the earmuffs, over the ear, headphones?
Over the ear will probably be better.
Yes.
So the only thing I'm worried about is over the ear can get knocked off. What if we do in-ear foam? Those are
Harder
really
to knock
hard
out.
for those to just happen to fall off.
Okay, put those.
Or
in
we
the-
could even
and
do
put the
both.
headphones. I was just saying, do
Yeah.
both.
Okay,
I find
both.
The second fallback plan is important.
Connor's gonna open up a memo on his phone and write a shopping list.
Cool.
Oh, Mulligai, you won in Battlegrounds? Who did you play, Mulligai?
Focus, please.
Now Connor was saying this. He got booped on his version of Twitter.
Solid. Anyway. Sorry, I'm writing the list as well, just so I remember. Wes has written all this down too.
Earplugs,
Right.
that's the word I was looking for.
Ear-
I have no
Yeah.
idea why that's what escaped me.
I
I've
kept
literally
saying
used
ear
those all the
foam as
time
well.
at trap shooting.
So.
Earplugs, you just roll them up, pop them in.
And like I said, I'm gonna pool over these books tonight because I kind of don't want to be around Rad right now with all this shit going on. Stuff. Pardon. So I'm gonna pool over the tomes and see, one, if there's anything telepathy related tonight, and two, anything that can just help me be useful.
Cool.
Yeah.
Says no one.
Words. Conversations are very hard when you say things and then nothing
Okay,
happens.
so I guess, I mean, I get. It sounds like we have a plan. Do you want to ask Nigel his opinion, or
So
I think that would be good.
yeah.
He's been
So
doing this a lot longer
okay.
than us.
So let me kind of work out what you guys have said. You're going to prepare. You're going to get headphones. You're gonna get like earmuffs and in-ear earplugs.
earplugs? Yes.
So you're going to do both of those to kind of prevent the siren song from
Yeah.
affecting you. West is going to look into some sort of magic to allow the three of you to communicate, without being able to hear specifically.
Yeah.
There are
Headlamps.
you're going to get headlamps to wear to affect the thing. I think Adva suggested you attack it either at dusk as it's getting brighter.
Or yeah, early morning.
Or dawn. is literally the opposite. Yeah.
Literally, we attack at dusk, so it has a fighting chance.
Yeah, you're going to attack at dusk. Yeah, you're going to attack it at dusk so that you get advantage as it becomes brighter.
Oh dang!
Fuck
While
off.
the guy's pointing out we need headlamp fluid too.
Oh, that's good old red versus blue reference.
Fuck
there.
off. The only thing you like, are you guys going to attack it at the lake, or are you going to try to lure it away from the lake?
I feel like we're going
It'd be
to
easier
have-
to lure it away if we can.
Do we
I don't know
how to
what-
do that?
I don't know what lures the expert lurer.
Because it has not seemed to leave it.
What?
It's only sent calls out to get people to come to the lake.
What do you guys think of?
Bait,
Well, yeah, but
Jacob-sized.
if you fight it in the lake, I don't know. I mean, this room's filled with magical stuff, right? So like, electricity.
No, hold on. Is your plan to fight it in here?
I was just kind of gonna think to myself. I mean, what if there's?
Wait, do you want to electrocute the lake?
Yeah.
That seems difficult. I won't lie.
I would call that a big magic roll, and that's something that you, since it's something you for sure don't know how to do.
Yeah.
Especially if you're trying to electrocute a lake.
Just the whole lake, whole ass.
Connor,
know if
can
that
we
works.
buy 10,000 feet of wire and stretch it from a toaster in a bathtub all the way to the lake?
No.
No, I'm kidding.
I'm gonna slap West on the back of the head.
No, you're not. That would hurt me a lot in this
Well, not
current
at
state.
full strength.
That's where I got hit.
I'm giving you a cuff.
Ow.
A cuff. Sorry, that's what I meant. Car battery, guys. I don't think we can throw one car battery into a lake and have it electrocute the whole lake. I don't even know if that would work because it's only corporeal when we shine light on it. I don't know if just electric lake would count. Also,
Listen, it was an idea.
also normal water doesn't conduct electricity. Only salt water does, or water with enough.
You know what? Wes would know that, and now I feel like a fucking idiot for putting him in this.
Yeah,
position.
it needs to have the minerals or something in there. It needs electrolytes. That's what the word I'm looking for.
It's what plants crave.
Otherwise, it doesn't really conduct electricity.
Okay. Well, see, Swissy didn't know that. Wes definitely would have, but here we are. It's fine. It's an aside anyway, so.
Okay, so somebody just brought up. We've got 20 minutes, so I'm trying to keep us on track. Somebody brought up possibly Jacob-sized bait.
How big is the lake and
Yes.
bags of salt? You're right. We start bringing water softener bags of salt in.
There you go.
20 pounds at a time. We turn the lake into a salt lake. Boom, electric.
You ruin the local environment of this lake.
A small price to pay for salvation. Yeah, all right. So my real idea is that we get Jacob to try to trick it out of the lake.
But would it even go after him?
I have no idea.
'Cause
What
it
if he
seems like
pretended to still be enthralled? Well, how would we convince him to do that?
There's no way we can get him to do that.
You don't know
I
that.
don't know. You seem to have some points with him, Adva.
I'm not. No.
Yeah, I mean
You're a girl.
he's over there untied making French toast. So
Listen, you're a girl. He's a jock.
Huh?
He has only
are you
one
quoting
thing on his
Avril
mind.
Lavigne right now?
You're making a lot of assumptions about both of us right now.
Can you make it
All I'm
any
saying
more
is,
obvious?
Guys like him only have one thing on their mind, and that's how can they oppress a girl.
I mean, what if he's gay?
You know
He's a
what? I hadn't
wrestler.
considered that.
Wes,
he's a
you're our
wrestler.
backup then.
Excuse me.
What? Are you saying you could not charm the pants off the jock wrestler? You're opposites. Doesn't that attract?
Okay. Well, you know what? It sounds like you had a more solid idea for this whole Jacob bait thing, so proceed. I was simply saying we could convince him to do something.
Now, Famfi says we get a fuck ton of sodium, so the lake explodes violently.
I, Swissy the player, am also literally saying he's our ally for the remainder of the mystery. So, you know.
So, I mean, I kind of want to just see if Nigel has input on this, and if he would
Yeah.
have an idea about drawing the thing out, because I'm kind of running a blank on there.
Okay. I mean, if you want to ask him, he's right there in the other room.
Yeah, I guess like it won't get hurt to get a fourth input on it.
Okay, so yeah, you take this plan to him, and he's like, I think it's good so far. If you wanted to use Jacob as bait, I think that might actually be... Like, you can include me in this plan, too, BT dubs. It's kind of my job. So, if you need someone to help take care of the thralls, I'm game. And I can take care of Jacob, too, if you do want to use him as bait. You're kind of talking in a hushed tone, just so Jacob doesn't hear you while he's still French toasting it up. There's a... I'm trying to think. If you need him to run distraction, I think as long as you make sure that he's equipped with the same sort of, like, sound-canceling stuff that you have, taking one of its thralls may piss it off enough that it would try to pursue it to get it back, especially once she realizes that the song doesn't work. So if you want to use him in that manner to lure her away from the lake, which is her lair, essentially, I think that's a good idea. As long as I am able to protect him, which I should be able to do. I'm old, but I'm not, like, useless.
Yeah, you flailed those two guys.
Yeah, I sure did. If you want to use us as part of your plan, I think that'll work.
Yeah, I'm okay with going with that.
But ultimately, it's your guys' call.
I say, and then they're silenced.
I am okay with that. As long as he's safe.
If they're confident, I'll let them do it.
Thanks, Adva.
The phrasing of that is really funny to me.
All right, sweet. Which one of these is the armory again?
Yeah,
Now,
it's that one.
should we have a backup plan just in case I don't find anything related to telepathy?
Yep, it's called Remember Your Job and Execute Upon It.
Okay.
Unless you guys are gonna learn sign language over the next, like, 1 or 2
I would
nights.
say if you wanted to look in the armory, there are probably, like, flares if you wanted to use them as a distress signal. Nigel actually suggests that. Nigel's like, there are flares in the armory if we want to use those in case something goes wrong or we need to draw attention to a specific point.
I was thinking maybe if we had like some sort of if we're buying headphones, right? Could we get like some walkie-talkies or something like that?
Well, the problem would be you wouldn't be able to hear them.
If these are in-ear headphones and we're wearing over-ear sound canceling headphones.
Yeah, you put the earbud in the ear of the earmuff.
Oh,
We
yeah,
did
yeah.
that when I worked in out of character. We did that when I worked in a factory.
That could work if that would allow you to communicate. It would just have to be something like short band. You wouldn't be able to use your cell phones because there's no reception out there. You've already run into that problem. But as long as it's something like short range communication, then yeah, you should be okay with that.
If Connexer is shopping, I think some stores around here might carry walkie-talkies.
I can take a look. And then there's also the question of how soon are we moving on this? I would say we shouldn't put it past the day after tomorrow.
I would say maybe not this morning because Wes needs some time to get unfucked, but like
Yeah.
tomorrow
You
morning
didn't
at the
have to
latest.
say it like that, but okay.
Listen, you look the most fucked of everyone here. So I would say day after.
You know what?
Connor coughs and puts his hand on the part of West's notebook that says weakness, human body.
I did not.
He
I guess
didn't.
I did write that down. He was writing everything.
Yeah,
Damn it.
I do like the new Sonic trailer, Mulligan.
yeah, but that's like October now, so that hasn't happened yet in the game. Or I think it's like
Oh.
September, so that hasn't happened yet
So
in the
we're
game
still in
world.
the dark timeline.
we're still in. Yeah, you're.
A grim fate.
Yeah,
That's
you-
the real monster.
Yeah. So, Nigel suggests you do it like not in the morning now, but like tomorrow morning at the latest. If you
Yeah,
wanted,
the-
because
yeah,
then
that's
you
what I'm
can,
saying, the
then
day
you can
after.
take tomorrow to do all your shopping and make sure everything is set.
Yeah.
What day of the week is it right now?
I believe it is like Tuesday night right now because we started on a Monday and then Adva had had swim practice on Tuesday. So you would be doing it Wednesday morning, I think. Well, no, Thursday morning.
Thursday morning, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna check out the armory then. To get an idea for my shopping purposes.
Okay, yeah, there are definitely like flares in there. That's like Nigel mentioned. Is there anything else specific you're looking for?
What sort of light sources are there besides flares?
Mostly like big old flashlights. There's a couple like spotlight kind of things. But no, there's like a minor headlamp in there that's on like a helmet.
You gotta stick a candle in it. No. I'm yeah, not wildly impressed with those. So
Yeah, if you're looking for something a bit more modern, then going shopping would be probably your best bet.
what sort of like weapons are in the armory? Is it just like medieval or like,
There's
what's
all,
the overall gist?
there's all kinds of stuff. It's
basically-
just these ones are not magical like hidey weapons, so you would have to physically carry them to the location.
These are
Right.
actual honest-to-God weapons. that
The
will keep
armory,
you
according to the Havens, it's a stockpile of mystical and rare monster-killing weapons and items.
So if you're looking for like silver weapons of some kind to use as like a melee, you could probably find that in here.
But if you need a special weapon, roll plus weird on a 10+, you have it and plenty of it. On a 7 to 9, you have it, but only the minimum. On a miss, you've got the wrong. So I don't know if that applies to my teammates too.
I would say if you were to look in there, I think that would be the roll you would have to make to find something.
Okay.
Are
Like
there
if
just,
you're looking for just like basic stuff, I'd be like, yeah, it's in there, you find it. But if you're looking
Right,
for
but if
something
it's
like
rare,
wicked specific, then I would be like,
All right.
roll.
question, is
Yep.
there just a like a normal magnum?
Sure.
All right. Follow up, are there silver bullets?
That one I'm gonna make West roll for.
Make
I asked
shit,
Wes.
I didn't
if
think
there's
about
silver-
this. So I guess I'm in there with him looking. Or
Yeah,
do I
you're-
just roll from the other room and be like, I wonder if there's silver bullets in that armory, and then it comes to be
Hey, there's silver bullets.
I bought some silver
he's
bullets
not
in
lying. He's not lying.
here. That can't be how this works.
It absolutely is. If someone lies to me, I know it.
Yeah, but you don't know if they're not lying per se. You just know that they didn't lie.
Anyway, yeah, roll
same
your
thing.
whatever it is that you're supposed to
Not
roll
per
for that.
se.
7. So
which
what
means,
does that mean? Read that
they
to me.
have it, but only the minimum. That they
Okay,
would
so
need.
you've got like I don't know, how many rounds does a Magnum hold, Josh? I don't know dick about guns.
Usually, well, if it's, since we said that, well, in my art, and we said that mine is a revolver, it would be 6 usually.
Yeah. So
Either
you
6 or 5, I guess.
so you've got
Normally 6.
yeah. So we'll say you have 6 silver bullets.
Okay. Well, that's something. I know that from Dirty Harry, by the way, because he says, "Now I know all the confusion. You're thinking, did he fire 6 shots or only 5?"
Right.
and it literally that is the gun that Connor uses. All right, so sweet. So Connor's got backup gun. Is there a holster?
Sure.
Put it in your pants.
Yeah,
I
there's a
wanna-
holster.
Can it be a chest holster?
Sure.
Sick.
Does Connor want to dual wield guns?
Well, not per se. This one's just in case I need to like try to shoot the siren with silver.
Let's just roll up in front of John, the fucking guard guy, with guns.
Yeah,
and be like,
that is something you should consider is how you're going to get there also.
Maybe for you guys.
Well-
That's why I wanted one of the,
Technically, Adva could teleport to a place she's familiar with, but she's never been to the lake.
No, it's not even that.
I'm just gonna like loop
One of my
around.
abilities allows me to store something in a mystical space that will
Oh,
I
right.
didn't know about that.
This seems like a good time for her to find out if there's a
Yeah.
billion things around.
Yeah, I mean, you could do that. Or what are you trying to grab? Just something?
I'm
Your
looking
weapon
for-
works no matter what, so.
Yeah. It's just like, so since I've seemed to have made a habit of throwing my weapon, I would like another one.
Sure. What do you want? What do you want?
I'm going to say, I'm going to look for a chain with like a hook or like a heavy ball on the end.
Okay, so like a boy, I don't remember the name of that. Like a
Mason chain. Is that
Sure.
what you're thinking? But it's
So-
just the chain, and
What?
not a mace.
so you're just you're basically just looking for like a metal chain.
a
You're
chain
fucking
that's
Ghost
got
Rider.
crazy
Just say it.
sickle
You're Ghost Rider.
I'm not Ghost Rider.
You are.
Yeah, she's distinctly less on fire.
Well.
I'm more affiliated with water.
So to clarify,
Ghost
Connor
Sailor.
loads up the revolver with the 6 silver bullets,
Okay.
and he's got it in like one of those, like what the cops have on TV with like the,
Yeah.
where it's like kind of on their side-ish chest area, so
Yeah.
that he can put on a hoodie and have it be less visible, in case.
That's fine.
Which sounds
You
weird
got
out of context. No one take that out of context. It's so he can sneak past the police. No.
Hold on.
He's a good guy.
So we
It's
can
fine.
blast
Yeah,
some
yeah.
monsters. Okay, but
I-
I'm not gonna let you pass the blast some monsters. That sounds like crazy talk.
Yeah, that sounds like you're being a real crazy kooky butt over there now.
I mean,
I would like to point. I would like to point out to you also, Josh, that the hiking trail is what you will probably take to get as close to the lake as possible, and that does run directly behind your house.
Yep.
Cool.
So I want to do the bit. So did I find the thing I was looking for?
Sure.
So can I use this as a beat to
Yeah,
introduce
holster.
my ability to hide things?
Yeah, sure. So you grab this chain and you're looking for like a pocket or something that you could possibly store this in.
I can hide this long like chain in the guy.
And then, as you're doing that, you're like, God damn! If only I could find something to hold to hide this in for now. And as you do that, there kind of like a void in space opens up in front of your hands,
Yeah.
and yeah, that's just there now. And I guess this is happening in front of the other two while they're in the armory too.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm just gonna be annoyed at this point.
There is a
Like,
there
I'm
is a
not annoyed.
triangular void
every,
which
every
opens
time
up.
I fucking turn around, this girl does a different magical thing, and frankly, I'm over it. Whatever. I don't even give a shit anymore.
So yeah, there's a void
Well,
Of course there is.
that seems
I
to
want their
that
base.
seems to respond to your want to store something.
can't believe I finally have my own personal FedEx truck.
Though that
What?
is finally all your abilities now, right?
For now.
For now, until she levels
yeah,
up.
until you like.
Until I level
Yeah.
up again.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's for everyone. I'm saying, but I'm saying like reveal.
Yeah, I've revealed all my current abilities.
Yeah. Because we're all gonna get stuff as we level, probably, unless
can't-
I choose to take like 2 charms.
I can't wait till I get where I'm comfortable enough in the story to get my divine minion.
So, Wes doesn't really see anything he likes in this room and slips on back to the library.
Okay.
And let me see here.
What is what does your book thing for the library say?
Like, what is it described as?
Yeah, like what are you trying to use one of its abilities here?
No, well, kinda, yeah. If you use your library's tomes and grimoire, preparing yourself using them, take +1 forward for use magic.
Okay. Yeah, so that would be to I looked through the use magic spells and there's an ability in here that's communicate with something that you do not share a language with, or do
Oh,
one
do
thing
you
that
have
is
that where I can see it.
do one. It's on the main sheet that has all of the abilities listed, basically. Do one thing that is beyond human limitation
Oh, I
would
see.
be the other part of that.
Hammer space.
Okay, I see.
So yeah, communicate
Okay.
with something that you do not. I think based on the way this is listed, this is something you could do.
Okay. Interesting.
So
So that I was gonna say that would be one I would look for.
it would just be something like if it works imperfectly, it will be that'll be something I have to like decide on.
All right. Let me see here.
So
Boy,
is this
I was
something you want to
looking
try
up
to
stuff
do?
for the juju bag this whole time because I was gonna like find somebody else's use for the juju bag and see if I could be like, I find a book that talks about the juju bag, like to enchant my bag as a juju bag. You know?
Yeah, but I don't fucking know what that even means still. So
Yeah. Well. Okay. So. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know either.
yeah,
Okay.
it's real unclear.
I was gonna say he comes across a book that talks about it, and then he's like, "Well, I might as well try that on my bag that I'm carrying right now." And but then I don't know how to use it. So.
Yeah. So yeah. I mean, it's something we can work out. So it sounds like you guys have got a plan. The day after tomorrow, you are going to march into the woods via somewhere. Is your plan just to go on Revelry Lane and sneak past John, or?
Well, I mean, he can't. There's only one guy, right?
Yes.
Couldn't we just
that
go
you've
from
seen.
the trail at the back of my house and go that way?
You could. Are you going to mention that this trail exists?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you like to do that in character?
I think he already did.
Yeah, I did actually
Oh,
say
okay, cool.
earlier. I said that the trail goes past my house.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna.
So I guess
you're
So
going
we can meet
to.
up at your place and go from there.
what
Ah.
Connor takes a second to think about it.
This is why I was asking, Josh.
Yeah. Because it makes sense to meet up there, but also then his cover is finally blown.
then they know he has basically a mansion.
Yeah, fuck it.
He hasn't directly said I'm poor yet, so Wes can't call him out on it.
Yeah, fuck it. They're probably gonna find out sooner or later, and it makes sense to meet up somewhere, like instead of just meeting up at like a random spot on the trail. So, yeah, we can meet up at our house. I'll text you guys the address.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, you're going to meet up at Connor's house, take the trail to the area near the lake. You're going to use Jacob as bait to get the monster away from the lake, and then you're going to have Connor and probably Nigel take care of the ads, we're going to call them,
Yep.
while Adva and
thralls.
Adva and West take on the main Siren. And you're going to use flares as backup communication in case something goes wrong. West is going to attempt to cast some sort of communication spell. Do you even still need to do that, really? Or are you just going to get, like, short band walkie-talkies?
Honestly, the radios is probably safer.
Yeah, so you're going to get radios for communication.
So, yeah, I think instead, between sessions, I'm going to, like, delve into the juju bag thing and find out.
We're going to figure out what that does.
Yeah.
Okay, so it sounds like...
See, my base assumption was just that you, like, reached it and just, like, hooked something from it at people.
Yeah, that was
I have an
kind of
idea,
where
but
I
wanna
was
talk
at.
to Ninja Stream.
That is kind of
It's
where I
just a
was at
tango
also.
foot bag from Pathfinder.
Right.
I kind of want to discuss it a little off stream because I don't want to spoil it entirely.
Disgust.
Yeah.
So then
But
I would
don't know.
just, so then I would say Wes should probably just focus on, like, a light spell or healing.
Right.
Just like looking for those two things is probably good.
Okay. So it sounds like you guys have got a plan. We can kind of just, I think what we're going to do is probably roll in, like, as Adva and West are pulling up to Connor's home next time. I don't know if that's something I want to ask too. Do you want to send, like, Benson to go get them, or do you just want to have them, like, take the bus? Well, no, because the bus
Wes
doesn't...
does not
we,
have MapQuest.
we've said that the bus
have
doesn't
a-
go near here. I mean, you and Adva live in the same building.
Well, that's fair. Okay, yeah. I can meet up
Shit,
with
the
that.
bus doesn't go there.
We've said that the bus doesn't go there because Benson takes you to the bus.
Connor has like a moment of visible pause as he realizes this.
Everything all right?
Yeah, just I'll tell you guys what stop to get off, and someone will be there to take you to my house.
Oh, okay. Cool.
All right.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, I guess we'll
I think
start
we
at
have a plan.
next session. We will start at the bus stop, where I guess Benson will pick them up by car, transport them to Connor's house, and we can kind of go through the whole
Connor
thing.
can't have any secrets.
It's.
It's not meant to
Hey,
be.
I didn't even plan this part of it.
Hey, as long as you don't directly deny your secrets out loud to West, you're fine.
I'm not. I'm just not neglecting to tell them to you.
Exactly. So you're fine.
Perfect. 10 out of 10. All right. So yeah. Yeah. So we'll say that you spend like your next day prepping, healing up. So I would say everybody can heal.
I spend money.
Yeah, you spend money, which is like nothing to you basically. So whatever.
I'm just the bankroll financing the expeditions.
Basically. So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of click. I'll say everybody can heal up to 2 harm.
Cool.
For
Hey,
if you,
I'm back to normal.
yeah, especially West. I figure you're probably gonna take tomorrow to rest.
And look at healing spells as well.
Yeah.
West
So
rest.
you spend tomorrow. You spend Wednesday. Okay, so we're gonna say we are in Wednesday now. You spend Wednesday hitting the books.
And we'll decide
Connor
what we
spends
find
Wednesday
out.
shopping. Adva spends Wednesday doing something, I'm sure. Yep, cool. Okay. I think Thursday technically you have swim practice again, but I figure you're probably going to skip for this one.
Yeah. This
She
is
just
a
does
little
it,
bit-
right?
Because I think we said that Tuesdays and Thursdays are when you have
Yeah.
practice.
I'll make up for it.
And with private training time. Yeah. Okay. So yeah,
Right.
that. And next session we will just start with the bus stop.
Yeah,
So-
Connor's not gonna say anything about it. He just said there will be someone to pick
I think
him up.
I think technically Jacob and Nigel are going to be coming with you to the bus stop too, so that's something we'll have to consider.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
we're
because
gonna
they're going to have to
pick
get there
Jacob
too.
up.
And we'll just say that because he's an ally, Adva will kind of we'll say that Adva spends the day like filling in Jacob on like what's going on and what he's going to have to do.
Jesus, he's
keep-
down the rabbit hole now.
Yeah, I mean,
Like the full thing.
as much as is
I guess we kinda
necessary.
have to. Yeah. There's a hot girl in the lake, and we want you to seduce her.
No.
Okay.
With your wrestler, bah.
An interesting tone we've taken. Anyway, yeah. So I think we'll just start with that.
Inevitable one.
I don't know. Would you guys be okay with doing this again next week?
Yes,
I'm down.
Cool.
I want to do this literally every Tuesday.
I'm absolutely down.
I don't
The-
know if I've made that clear.
The only reason I want to keep it, I want to like keep it like partially bi-weekly is so that if I need some time to write some shit because I've gotten super busy, I can do that,
Yeah.
and it's not weird. So yeah, I think we can do it again next week because then we've got a TNT after that anyway, which I think is boy, I don't remember what this one is for November. I guess we'll find out. I have it written. Anyway, yeah, that's gonna do it for us tonight, folks. We're running a little. I mean, we're not running long per se, but we are going to bed early
But I gotta
because
go to bed.
some of us have to work in the morning.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's gonna do it. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you tomorrow for Final Fantasy. Bye.